Hey guys, it's Mrs. Angel here. I wanted to talk to you about using markers as paint. If you're at home and you have washable or Crayola markers at home and you have access to them and you happen to have either a paintbrush, a Q-tip could work as well. But this is a way to kind of give your artwork a little bit of a painting feel. It's not exactly like watercolor, but it can give it more of a painterly look. So here's what you're gonna wanna do if you happen to have markers. And you can use this on any of our projects that we've done when you're doing the coloring part. I just happened to make some hearts because we were doing a Chris Uphues video earlier today. So what you're gonna wanna do is if you use markers, again, you're gonna wanna make sure you have a Sharpie or a black crayon to trace your pencil lines first. You do not wanna use a Crayola black marker because when you get that wet, it will bleed and turn into paint as well, and you don't want that. So the first thing you wanna do is choose which color you wanna do your shape, if you're making a fox, a mouse, whatever you're coloring, you want to kind of go around the edges and make kind of like a thick outline with the marker. And again, this is just getting that ink from the marker on the paper. And I know most of you are probably using like a white copy paper at home. So the effect isn't always as cool as when we do it at our at school on our painting paper. But again, I'm just going over and making a thicker line. And then I'm going to maybe add just a little tiny line here of blue. And then maybe my tongue will be orange. And if you notice, again, I didn't necessarily color it in all the way. I just kind of did the outline. And the next thing you want to do is get a little cup of water, and again, a brush or a Q-tip, and you just want to dip it in the water and kind of wipe it off. And then you want to take your brush and go along the edge and pull that color to the white. So if you notice, I'm painting on the red, but I'm pulling it down to the white or out into the white part. So again, I just get a little water on that brush and going around, and I'm pulling it down towards the white. So it's giving you a little pink background. The white part is turning your paper pink. And again, I'm using copy paper, so it'll dry and you'll see the pink, but right now it just looks like a wet paper. And then again, I clean my brush out, wipe it off. If you have paper towel next to you, that's good too. And then I'm just gonna go over this little blue line, pull it out to that little bit of white, clean my brush out, and I'm gonna go into my orange mouth, or my orange tongue. And see how it turned that white part orange? So that is how you can get the painterly effect from markers. And what you would want to do first is you'd probably want to color everything first. I didn't, I should have. But again, you just outline the edges because you can't color over wet paper, just so you know. It's not wet there, so I can still do this. But you want to make sure, again, you're just coloring getting a nice thick outline. Then I'm going to add a little bit of color in here. And then a little outline here. I actually am going to go and do an outline down here. I'll do one up here too, so my rainbow can get colored in. And then, again, the same thing kind of happens. You are going to take your brush or your Q-tip, dip it in the water, and you're going to paint on that outline and bring the brush to the whiteness, to the white part. So I'm just kind of brushing it up. And you might have to go over it a little bit to actually get it to activate, because the water has to activate that ink. There you go, clean it up. Again, do a little bit of this green. Touch the red up. And now I'm gonna do these guys up here. See, my paper started to rip up there. Again, clean my brush out, so I'm gonna go to the yellow. And do this yellow down here. And the yellow is definitely harder to see, I think. The orange does really great, which I love. And then over here, I got a little bit of blue. And purple. So again, that's just how you can get a painterly effect by just using markers. So hopefully you guys have some of those at home. If you don't worry about it, but this was just another idea for you. All right,